Yo, it's your boy Ado. We are going to be analysing, breaking down Anders Verjgang, one of the most up-and-coming FIFA players at the moment. He's 150-0 on Weekend League, and he's just come off the back of the last Football Cup trophy win, and that's the games that we are going to be analysing. All the goals that he scored and conceded. This is the team that he's using this sort of tournament, and his Weekend League team was slightly different to this. He had Nick Pope, he had informed Joe Gomez for Desai, I believe he had Rashford for Son, I think he had Gold Pogba, and he only had Hunters and Shadows. Now he has opted for the hook on Mbappe, which still gives him the max pace cap, and that definitely makes more sense. It gives him a bit more of a physical buff. So yeah, his team's really good, but still compared to some other pros, they've got Ruud Gullit, they've got R9, so his team is definitely not at that standard. But in terms of gameplay, he leaves it all on the pitch. When it comes to custom tactics, all I can tell you is that he plays 4-4-2. Plus, it's not my place to reveal what his custom tactics are, and he hasn't actually shown them anyway, so we'll completely leave that to him. But yeah, he plays 4-4-2 in game, and you will see that on later on in the afternoon, so we'll show every sort of game he scored. It's a real shame that this kid can't play in official FIFA tournaments because he's too young. There's an age restriction on the game that's technically a 3+, but hopefully in the future we will see him playing against some of the best players, #Harry and Tex more often, etc. He did play against Tex and posted it on his Instagram in 2019. I did find this on his Instagram. I will link all his socials in down below on the comments. I will pin it, so if you want to follow him on his Twitter, Instagram and Twitch, then be sure to go ahead and check him out, because this kid is definitely going to be one to watch. So yeah, this is the match where he made, I don't know if Tex quit or disconnected, 4-1 in like the 87th minute, and he posted it on his IG. So yeah, his team is really good, but when it comes to his playing style, you will realize that he is the CEO of Stepovers, and when I tell you that if they nerf Stepovers, it will be completely because of this guy. So this is the first round that he is up against, and we fast forward the first bit of the match because it does lead to something, and I wanted to show sort of how he does kick off his games and build up his attack. So he's got the ball with Laurent Blanc, pass it out to Son. Son's got 5-star weak foot, literally just turns to the left. He could have shot near post, and that's probably why the opponent thought he was going to do that. And literally 4 minutes in, he goes 1-0 up, and here he's having to defend. He's not afraid to get stuck in, absolutely clamps him, gives him one slide tackle, gets the ball back really quick, and now we're going to see some of his build-up play. He's doing his Stepovers again, ball roll, Son, bit of movement, triggers a run to Neymar, and he's kind of through on goal, shoots across goal. He is extremely potent. He's so clinical when it comes to attack. It is unbelievable. So here he's literally having to defend the attack from the opponent, is marking Mbappe, very difficult though, and it's a pretty good goal. Mbappe 4-star weak foot, the opponent shoots across goal after doing some Stepovers. So yeah, this is the 4-4-2 how it works in game. It's got Neymar and CR7 up top, then it's got Heung-min Son playing them up on the right and Mbappe on the left. So yeah, really good team. And 4-4-2, I think a lot of people are going to start using it after this guy is using it, but it's definitely top 2 formations, as it has been for the last sort of years. That was an unbelievable shot in the last sort of minutes, and he won the first game 2-1 quite comfortably stats wise. I mean, he had more shots, but yeah, he had 4 shots on target and scored 2 of them. So he is very clinical, but you will see more of that. So this is the second round up against Aktash 96. I'm assuming they're all pro players for different clubs. Anders Verjgang obviously plays for Red Bull Leipzig. He represents them, hence the name before his name. So yeah, we'll see how he sort of attacks and defends in this game. The opponent does one unbelievable through ball. I mean, you do not see through balls like that, to be honest, going from right back to striker, and he literally cut him open in one pass. There's not much you can do in that scenario. You're not really controlling your defenders from that far. But he cut back with a goal. He's doing Stepovers in the box like it's nothing. Again, Neymar Stepovers, cuts on his right. It's a good shot, pretty decent save from Oblak, I believe that is. He goes short when it comes to every corner, I guess. For me personally, I feel like there's a short corner glitch like there was last year. Like whenever you go short, if you keep passing it around, there's something about it where it's very difficult to tackle them in the box. A bit like a kickoff glitch, but maybe that's just me anyway. But yeah, he opts to go short, and he got a bit lucky there with a rebound, to be honest, into Blanc, and I would have never done that pass if I'm honest with you. I just wouldn't have, yeah. So he kind of deserved it the way they attacked there. He just absolutely glitched the defender. He fell on the floor. I don't know how we managed to drop him. CR7 on his right foot, goes back to him, a bit lucky there. He's doing Stepovers. Stepovers, you get a bit of a speed glitch as well. And he does the bridge skill, very interesting. He always knows when to do the bridge skill. He don't do it that often. And yeah, he really tries taking the piss there by doing the rainbow flick over the head. And it doesn't work out, but the game is definitely done anyway at this point. But we will see what it leads up to But yeah, he does a bridge skill, and the bridge skill is one of the most annoying skill moves this year. It's like impossible to stop. It don't make sense. It's a skill move you used to do when you was 4 years old, but on this game it just don't make sense the way they do it. He had 18 shots, the opposition had 3. I mean, he absolutely run riot that game. So now this is the third round. He is coming up against Hole, is coming up against R9. I believe this was Mo Abba, so he is the current champion. So he's coming up against the current champion. It's a serious game. He gets a penalty very early on, 9th minute, puts him 1-0 up. Hyun-Min Son dispatches that pretty calmly. Goalkeeper dives the wrong way. So we're going to see how this match unfolds. Obviously, his team is not as good, but like there isn't a huge amount of difference in terms of value. There is with Ruud Gullit, but like Neymar and Mbappe and CR7 not miles behind of R9 to be fair, but there is some sort of difference there. But yeah, he goes 2-0 up. It's a really good goal. There again, he does a bridge skill. This time he flicks it in the air. Like it's just super random. That's why I can't get my head around it. It's like calculated, but also such a random thing that you would never expect. You can't really defend it because it beats the AI, and the opposition just getting frustrated at this point. He drags out his defender, he's losing possession, he's losing 3-0, and he does a ball roll 1-on-1. He slide tackles a bit early, he commits. So I can understand there must be quite a bit of frustration, and it's hard. You got to remember as well, he's playing as the current champion. Every single game we're showing you, he's coming up against some of the best pros in the world. These people do this as a full-time job, and it's just amazing to see how well he does play against him. He's definitely got ice in his veins. Through ball with Neymar, he does a ball roll, fakes him, he moves the goalkeeper. He never sweats it as well. I noticed watching this whole tournament, he never sweats it. Whenever the people move the goalkeeper, he never just passes it across, he always shoots. He scores every single shot. It's just crazy. So he won 7-0 against the current champ. He left him with 1 shot. He had 13. He had 89 pass accuracy. I mean, it's just some crazy stats. And now that puts us into the 4th round. Also, if you do enjoy this sort of series, I'm thinking to do it more often with maybe other content creators, games that they play, or also other pro players. Do let me know. Hit the thumbs up and obviously subscribe to our channel so you get your notifications. But with a blink of an eye, he goes 1-0 up. I believe he done stepovers there with CR7, pass it into Neymar. And he's just waiting for goalie to move, the defender to commit. Shoots across goal with Neymar. Does a ball roll. The defender overcommits. Shouldn't slide tackle there. And that's what I meant by it. People moving the goalkeeper thinking he's going to sweat it. They do that. He's got so much composure that he will literally wait to the last second. He's dragging out his defender again. Really exposing him. The ball roll and the stepovers, they're probably the top 2. I mean, that's just a rude goal in it. It's absolutely disgusting. But yeah, that's the top 2 skills I noticed him using. He had, how many shots? He had 6 shots and he scored 4. It's just crazy stuff. He's in the quarterfinal now at this stage and he's flying through opponents. I mean, I did want to include more defending highlights and more just sort of build-up highlights. But you have to understand, I did just want to put mainly the goals and the goals he conceded in this video because it was a lot of goals. I mean, the guy was scoring 6 and 7 on average. So didn't want to make this video too long for you guys. But yeah, he is 2-0 up already. Neymar is doing stepovers and Mbappe passes it to the wing. And Pogba's in the right position and he finesses it. What I noticed as well, whenever I play the 4-4-2, oh my god, that bridge skill absolutely ripped him. Whenever I play the 4-4-2, my left mid and right mid, when I have getting box across, if I have stay forward, no matter what I have, then they're not really in important areas of getting involved. But his left mid and right mid, you always see Son there with the assist this time, always in really, really important areas and having sort of devastating effects there. But yeah, he won that game, absolutely battered him. Semi-final now, coming up against Kyle Walker, Varane. Really good teams there. Probably the one with Gullit and R9, most likely the best one that he did come up against. But yeah, stepovers onto his left side, then there was a ball roll onto Ronaldo's right side. It's just really difficult to stop. I believe this guy was playing drop back 1 depth, and I don't mean this with any disrespect because you can play whatever you want, but it does look like he's playing drop back 1 depth just because he's got 20 defenders sitting in his box. And it just still manages to break him down. You will see what I mean if you actually rewind that and saw how many defenders he has. But yeah, 1-on-1 with Ronaldo. It's a bit of a glitch there, but it's Semedo versus Ronaldo, so it's expected. Is he gonna miss? Is he? And yeah, he does a stepovers on his left foot, 4-star weak foot. Weak foot's not that important this year. And there we go again. Mbappe, the left mid, coming in such an important area, kind of like a left striker role. Finesse shot trait, I believe he has. Makes it 4-0. He had 8 shots, so your opponent had 1 on target. He had more pass accuracy, less possession, so he doesn't like He doesn't just pass it around. He don't dominate possession for the sake of it. He has a lot of intention and a lot of purpose with his gameplay. This is actually the final as well, so yeah, we'll see how the final goes. The most important game to win €1,000 is coming up against Zidane. A lot of people have Ronaldo Sanchez. A lot of the teams are pretty similar, to be honest. The same sort of front three and front four. But yeah, let's proper focus on this game. So Ronaldo is in Stepovers. Left foot, again in the box, stepovers, constantly, ball roll, stepovers, and then occasional sort of random skill, the bridge skill or something like that. But yeah, a bit of agile dribbling, bit of patience, is waiting for Ronaldo's run, triggers it, ball roll onto the right foot. And the goals are just crazy, and that puts him 2-0 up in the 28th minute. He's really, I don't know if nerves don't seem like they get to him. I mean, obviously this isn't one of the biggest official tournaments, but it's still a big tournament in the end of the day for any sort of 14-year-old. Yeah, Ronaldo, ball roll, more stepovers, ball roll onto the left side, pass it into Neymar, and he's got the patience and the vision to wait for the run. And Pogba and Blanc really sort of boss and run into midfield. And I noticed as well, he just done a fake shot there in that scenario to just glitch the defender, which is mad. But I noticed Blanc and Pogba, they push quite forward. And I don't know, maybe he does play sort of 4 or 5 depth. I imagine most pros, they don't really have any crazy tactics. The best way I sort of see it is the most basic tactics are, the better it is. And it's down to your gameplay. Focus on your gameplay. Your team is going to help, but to a certain extent. Your tactics will help, but to a certain extent. End of the day, 4 or 5 depth is going to be pretty much all you want in most games. And then it is down to how good you are and how good he is there. 5-1, absolutely destroying him. Stepovers, ball roll, again, 4-star week for Ronaldo scores it. And he's winning 6-1 in a semi-final. Like, are you crazy? He's slide tackling now against pro players. He's making them absolutely frustrated against pro players. Neymar, he moves the goalie again. And that is 7-1. I don't know how many games, I don't know how many goals he scored today. He must have conceded like 2 so far. So yeah, this is what I meant by I couldn't include that many highlights from all the other stuff. But that was the final. But yeah, those highlights flew by so quick. Like I nearly forgot it was the final with how quick they went and how many goals he scored and stuff. But yeah, do check him out. Watch him live. He is really interesting, unique and fun to watch. And follow all of his socials. Like I said, they're going to be linked in the comments down below. I will pin it. Thank you much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you want me to do any other people. Being your boy, leaves one more thing to say. Safe